Dr. Cindy. I am a chiropractic internist and nutritionist and your host of the Positively Altered podcast, where we talk about anything and everything that could be health or wellness related, sometimes with a twist and with absolutely no filter. On today's podcast, I wonder if you've ever thought about getting naked or pretty close to naked and having somebody paint you. Well, I can tell you that I've actually done that, and it was an amazing, enlightening experience. And if you want to hear more about it, you're going to have to sit tight because we're going to take a quick break to listen to my sponsors, and then we're going to be back with today's guest.
Hello, my name is Heather Lord, and I am the COO of Professional Health Products. Cutting corners is an all too common practice in the dietary supplement industry. When my father founded Professional Health Products, he sourced the cleanest, most biologically active ingredients from around the globe. Today, that commitment remains, which is why the finest healthcare practitioners, like Dr. Cindy, have trusted us for more than 40 years. We oversee the entire process in our manufacturing facility, from sourcing and formulation to manufacturing and labeling. Today, we offer over 300 unique products that can be tailored to the nutritional and homeopathic needs of each individual. Most recently, we launched a proprietary genetic test, allowing our practitioners to get even more dialed in to their patients' health. To learn more about Professional Health Products, please talk to your practitioner or visit our website at phpltd.com.
Today, your life is going to be altered. I'm Dr. Cindy.
Welcome to Infinity. We have worked hard to create an electronic claims website that is simple and user-friendly. This is the public side. You can log into your personal web portal here. This is your dashboard. You can personalize it to your liking here. Our main focus has been to allow you to submit and edit claims as easy as possible. You will find our claims editor and claims processing is simple to use and straightforward. Our quick action bar is where you can find your most important information. Most of these icons will take you directly to the claims the number represents. You can easily view if you have any messages in your inbox of any unread alerts by looking for these blue numbers. To view the rest of our training videos to get the most of your Infinity experience, click this icon. We hope you find this web portal simple and easy to use. Thanks for letting us serve you.
I'm Dr. Cindy. Who wouldn't want to join me for the Positively Altered podcast? Thanks for coming back and joining us. I am so excited to introduce you to my guest today because this guest has actually seen me naked. Yes, she has seen me naked. And I know some of you all out there are wondering, like, why would there be another woman on this planet that has seen you naked when you actually have a boyfriend? And we're going to talk about that today. Welcome to the podcast, Lana Chromium. I'm so excited to have you here today.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me on your podcast. I'm very excited.
It is my pleasure. Okay, so we've got to jump in, right? Because people are going, why did Lana see you naked? So let's just jump in really quickly with, tell everybody what you do.
Hi, guys. I'm a body painter. I live in San Diego and I work in Los Angeles, but I have a very unique profession. So I see sometimes people naked or slightly covered, but it's their body. For me, it's a canvas. So I don't see them naked actually at that moment. I see them as a potential to creation.
Isn't that interesting? And for those of us standing in front of you, we see ourselves naked, Lana, just so you know.
Not me.
It didn't quite feel like I was an art canvas when I first started, but by the time I was done, definitely. All right. Before we share with everybody maybe what color you painted me, I'm really actually curious. How do you go from an education in art and design to actually doing it on people's body as their canvas?
My journey was very spontaneous, exciting, and unplanned. I was a student back in Russia as an interior designer, and we did a body painting first time for dance performance in university. So, and I remember we painted few people and we did a spontaneous dance on stage. And we took first place. So it's the first time when I noticed that body art is actually like very wow effect form of art. And I thought, wow, that's interesting. I never even knew it's like this kind of form of art exists. And I forgot for a little bit about it till I moved to San Diego. And a few years later, I started my career already in California. And I started it as a fun hobby at first because of like I knew how to paint. I'm a professional artist, but it took me a little bit to figure out what paints to use, what's new techniques to use on a body because it's completely different medium. But it kind of was all natural and exciting for me, so it wasn't hard to do.
It's so fascinating to me. So I found you really indirectly. I had wound up following your husband on Facebook, and I had seen some of the work that he had done. And I had booked an appointment, and he was having some challenges where he couldn't fulfill his obligation. And he says, "Oh, you've got to meet with Lana. She'll be absolutely fabulous." And as a result, my appointment was then with you to do this. And he was absolutely correct. It was an amazing experience. But I'll tell you, it's very interesting to think about having this done, right? Like, as a little kid, you go to the art festival and they paint little flowers or, pictures on your face, right? And it's all cute and really quick. But it was actually quite interesting. I had met you at your studio in San Diego, and I think this was 10 years ago, you and I worked together, but I think we spent a good 8 hours together.
Yeah, usually like detailed, very precise designs tailored to specific look. What you're looking for, it involved like taking the pictures or taking breaks. It could take up to 5 to 8 hours if it's involved like a full body, like a head to toe. And what we did, of course, when it's a productions and it's I work for big brands or big productions, it's usually time ticking you on the clock. You do much faster, and when you're working with private clients, you take as much time as you need.
Okay, yeah, it's interesting to sit and stand for a long period of time while you're the canvas. What is your favorite? Do you like working with private clients, or do you like the big corporations better?
I actually love both because I feel it's a kind of challenges in a different ways. Working with clients, it's more tailored to a person. So it's very personal. You have consultations, you're working through design. It's completely different. When you're working with productions, it's usually a long preparation, like months ahead, lots of planning and everything. But day of the painting could be like you think you will be painting for 5 hours, but it would be cut in two and you're like rushing through to be done. So I like both. I like what about body painting, it's always challenges you. I think like my jobs, they always like so variety of them. They rarely repeat or anything. So it's cool for artists. You every time it's a challenge.
So it was interesting for me, as you know, I walked through Hodgkin's lymphoma 10 years ago. And actually, I misspoke. I think we worked together about 5 or 6 years ago, actually, because when I
Yeah.
had achieved that 5-year mark of, officially cancer free, there was something that I wanted to do for myself to celebrate being alive. And this was that for me. It was more than just a bucket list item of it'd be cool to have a body painting done. It was really about celebrating my life and my body and the fact that I'm still vibrant and alive. And I wanted to create it into an art piece. And it's interesting. It actually hangs in my bedroom. So I have a
Oh.
naked, not so naked artistic picture of myself that I really do cherish. What do you find are some of the interesting reasons that people come to you to have this done?
Um, how I said it's a variety of reasons. I was thinking about when you came to Dwayne, to my husband, about what you want to do, and I painted you. I had a few other clients who were dealing with preparation for cancer or already doing a kind of tribute to their scars. I did a few body paintings where scars were incorporated beautifully into design and not to hide them, more like implement them into design, make them stand out, paint them with gold, or a scar could be transformed into like a tree branch to symbolizing a life and reborn. So yeah, people, I think it's something soothing and very therapeutic about body painting as well. So how I mentioned at productions, it goes with high pace. It's kind of opposite with private clients. Like, yeah, you taking acknowledgement of your body, you saying thank you to your body. I think you pay attention more. When I paint on you, you probably experience like brush strokes or touch with airbrush or brush on your body, and you kind of it's bring your sensations back to your body again. So I think it's even if you will paint yourself or ask a body painter to paint idea on you, it's a act of self-expression. It's not just like, yes, some people doing it as a bucket list, but I think it's always, even in the bucket list, it goes deeper. It goes deeper to your self-esteem, to your body appreciation, to be thankful to your body. Because like this time you're taking your time to cherish your body.
It was really a life-changing experience for me in order to acknowledge exactly what you just said in a very different expression than I'm used to. So it was a great gift. Now, a lot of couples do this together too, correct?
Yes, couples do together, depends what kind of emotion they wanna achieve. And for couples, it's very common when they got painted both and they have a picture together, and they also can hang it somewhere like in their room to cherish this moment. Um, yeah, I think it's all about born with idea. Depends what you wanna to collect, what memory you wanted to preserve, collect, or maybe stop the moment. So you can look at the picture and you go back to this moment.
Now, I know my experience was very beautiful. Do you ever have any really funny experiences through this?
I think yes, why not? Like, I always have different ideas for body painting. I had some funny ones. Some people like to create memes with body art or do some funny one. One I remember one video went like completely viral actually because it was funny. Um, I painted maternity body art on expecting mom belly, and it was a baby holding eviction notice on the belly, and this video like blew up because of the fun aspect of this painting idea. And also I remember when it was a pandemic and everybody was sitting at home, this video was like so popular because it's also eviction notice. Everybody was tired to sit inside, and they're like, yeah, we feeling like this baby. Like we don't want to be here anymore. So yeah, sometimes it's something fun into it. Sometimes I paint funny ideas at the festivals. Depends on your personality, what you want.
Okay, and what are some of your favorite festivals to go do?
um, no, my definitely favorite festival, it's a Burning Man, but I don't go work at Burning Man. We usually have a camp. Sometimes we do body painting camp at Burning Man with my husband. My husband is, like we mentioned already, he's a body painter, and yeah, we did a few times body painting camp at Burning Man. It was amazing success. We also go, we work there, and we usually get in lots of private clients at Fantasy Fest. It's in the Key West. It's usually around the Halloween, so it's lots of fun. And this festival, it's famous for everybody got body painted instead of the costumes. So,
Okay, okay.
so
So
Cindy, if you want to check it out.
I think I just, I'm due. It's like my 5-year anniversary, right? So I think I think I'm due for another one. Do you enjoy doing more of scenes, or do you enjoy more of sort of the abstract when you paint people?
um, I like scenes as a challenging as I do something realistic, or if I do like a camouflage body painting, it's like super challenging because you need to match colors to background and stuff. Abstract is just pure channeling. It's just you enjoying the moment, you're just creating in the moment with no plan. Truth to be told, I prepare for big productions and stuff. Sometimes, if some clients require sketches, I do them too. But I love to create just from a moment, like knowing like my client favorite colors or the feeling what you want to achieve. You just create in the moment, and it could be abstract, it could be even not abstract, it could be realistic, but you kind of doing it in the moment without any planning.
Now, you've been on a couple TV shows with your artwork, right? And I think the first one was Skin Wars. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so how realistic is that? We see all these reality TV shows and they go, okay, you've got 8.5 seconds to come up with a design. Is that actually how it works, where you're put on the spot and you have to come up with the design immediately?
Yes, it's actually a very common question, and I would say it's probably even crazier than you can imagine. Because every time when they say your time starts right now, you really just go and do it right away without any preparation or planning. Because I think is a deal of all of these TV shows, it's a create kind of like stress and urgency, so they can see what you can create under stress and under pressure. So yeah, but in the same time, I kind of find out maybe you can create your best stuff under pressure as well. It depends how you handle it.
Right. Did you enjoy that experience being on Skin Wars?
Yes,
Yeah. Would
a
you do it
lot.
again?
Yeah, definitely. I love competitions, I think, and it's make you grow in the different directions. I think you just it's so inspirational as well because you see other people create around you and you only focus in the moment of creating stuff, so no distractions, and I think it's kind of you grow in this moment a lot.
Now, was that show a big impetus for your success to, once you won, because you did win. So once you won the competition, were people reaching out and companies reaching out to really hire you for the work that you're doing?
It definitely gave me big step in my portfolio, and I got big advertisement and promotion when I was in a TV show. I don't know if it's still rolling because it was like 2016, so it was some time ago. Yes, but it definitely kickstart my bigger career and open a path to work with bigger brands and clients. Yes.
Okay. Where would we see some of your work if people are looking?
I have a website, freshly updated always with a blog. It's lanachromium.com, like my name, lanachromium.com, or you can Google Lana body painting and you will find it. I also very present on the social media, so I'm on the Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, Pinterest. So
That's awesome. And what companies? Because I believe you've done some work like for Disney and some other big companies. So would we have seen some of the work in the movies or in some print ads?
I worked with many, so it probably will be hard to list, but I think one what will come to my mind right away. It was Disney Plus. I did the Spider Illusion. Maybe you will like to check out Spider Illusion. I did for Halloween competition, and we won the first place as well. So we were like very excited. Judges were like, "Oh my God!" Besides that, it was Crocs, Xbox. I did for many American TV shows, late night show, Extra. You can see it on my website. But also my YouTube channel have videos from some behind the scenes from big productions to see the process, how paint head to toe. The productions I usually don't do photography part, so you can see I'm recording kind of what I'm doing and what the production team doing. So it's exciting to see behind the scenes of the kitchen of the productions as well.
It's pretty fascinating. I know I follow you on Instagram and, obviously having done this myself, I've seen the before and the after, but to see that for everybody else, it's pretty amazing because you turn, a canvas, right, that we're calling the human body into this just amazing, absolutely beautiful piece of art, really from head to toe. And that's what's really interesting to me is you literally painted me from head to toe, even down to spraying my hair so that it matched the color scheme that we were doing. I don't think there was one single square centimeter of my body, Lana, that was untouched by body paint.
Yeah, I'm always like even painting inside of the ears. So I'm like always reminding people to check their ears when they're taking a shower.
You did. I got to go home. I left your studio and I drove home, of course, fully colored and got some pretty interesting looks, which was fun to play with. And the first shower, of course, was pretty interesting. But yeah, I think there was color coming off of me for a couple days following, and some crevices and holes that I didn't pay too much attention to before in terms of draining the color. So, it was very interesting that way. Who are your favorite type of people to work with?
Um, I don't know. Everybody. I think I don't know. I think that's what I love about my profession. It's that I'm meeting all different personalities. Some people, you would think they're shy in the beginning, but they're like opening up during a session. And by the time we're taking photos, they already feel more comfortable. And I'm taking it always like kind of a little bit of my achievement to bring them out of shell. So some people like naturally they're easy to pose or like art expression. Professional models, of course, amazing. And probably one of my favorites, I would say I like to work with contortionists, contortion
Okay.
models, because when I do like a body painting illusions, which including like very hard posing, like which usually like not everybody can do. I'm not flexible myself, so it's why I'm not flexible at all when people like can do like crazy yoga poses or like, twist themselves in a donut. I was like, oh, this is interesting pose. I will paint you.
Do
So
you work with, and I've seen some of those photos, right, where they're actually human beings, but they look like something else. And if you
mhm.
look real closely in the photograph, you can tell that they're actually human beings. Do you do some of that type of work as well?
Yeah, it's a body painting illusions, and I love them. I think people love them a lot too. It's like I told you about the spider already, or I did the abstract. I did the for finale of Skin Wars. I did the crab made out of 5 models. And last summer, we actually, me and my husband, worked for BIT Awards, and we did a optical illusion tiger made out of I think it was 4 or 5 models, fully painted for performance on stage. And
Oh,
people stood up when they saw this tiger made out of models. They were like, "Oh my God!"
it's so
People love
fascinating.
illusions.
It's so fascinating. So have you ever had any clients that start this and can't finish it? They're in the middle going, can't sit here anymore, can't do this.
No,
No, everybody's been able to work their way through.
everybody, I'm always trying to accommodate how people can handle, because not everybody can stand for that long. It's not always required standing all the way. If you remember your session, we probably started sitting till
Hmm.
I will get to the area where like I need to paint your back or you need to turn. I'm trying usually to create like a comfortable atmosphere so people don't need to struggle. Like, no, you can't sit down, and take as many breaks as needed. Only a few times I had when people, rule number one, you cannot lock your knees when you're
Okay.
standing for long. And a few times I had like when people fainted. But it like in how many years? It was only 2 times, and it was people who didn't think about like bending their knees to unlock their legs. That's why. Yeah,
Yeah.
healthy people, I don't know why. For some people, it's just probably they cannot stand for too long. They just need to be more thinking about it.
Right. It's definitely challenging. I mean, I think you don't think about doing it until you're forced to do it, right? Like I might stand all day long doing something else, but when you're told, okay, just hold still and don't move, keep breathing, and be the canvas, it can be a bit challenging for sure.
I think for me, my husband painted me, and I think first time when I was sitting for that, I think I can only sit for like hour and a half. And I was like, I don't know how people do that. I like to be on our side, but I think maybe many times you do, you become more trained too.
Right. No, absolutely. What's next? What do you want to do? What's on the horizon for you as far as professional goals?
Oh, this year I'm working big on my online classes. I released previously online body painting classes for couples. So people anywhere in America, they don't need to be in California, or it could be even worldwide. They can purchase my online class with palettes and paints, and do step-by-step online class made by me. Um, this is my focus for at least February because it's towards Valentine's Day, and I will be working on a few exciting projects this year. One I can't say anything about. It's I got invited for a big production, and we now in the process of preparation, so I cannot say the show yet. And another few projects. I have a returning client. She's a big actress, celebrity. She will be doing a music video. We will be filming it in March. We're doing another UV event. Me and my husband. By the way, Flash and Color.
Okay, great.
Flashandcolor.com, his website. We will be doing UV event in Los Angeles in April. So it's all kind of scheduling right now, beginning of the year.
So fun. So I want to go back to this online couples body painting thing. So if I understand correctly, I could literally sign up for the class, stand in my own home with my boyfriend and learn how to paint him, and he can learn how to paint me.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I started this during pandemic, and I did for Valentine's Day, I did it offline in person, and I had like very big attendance, and I saw people loved it. People like engineers or people who like never drew even like a stick figure. Um, they had so much fun because I'm offering like step by step. You really don't need to have any experience. Like I'm telling you, like put a dot right here, connect these dots. It's like super easy, probably 2 hours or you can take it up to 3 hours experience. And you can do as a date night. I saw how much connection this activity awakens because some people, especially adult people, if you have a different profession, how often you paint or how you can connect with your partner. Like this time, you literally cross from each other, you talking, you enjoying the music, you enjoying the colors. And this class I released, it was painting with UV colors. So imagine like dim lights glowing of black light and all colors glow. So it's very romantic and very, I think it's like very magical atmosphere to do for like a date night or maybe Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that? Like I think to myself, do we go grab dinner? Do we go to the theater? Nope, let's get naked and pull up a chair. We'll hang out with Lana tonight, right? What a cool thing. And I think, you know what, it's that's actually a really neat experience too, especially for people who might be hesitant to come, let's say, to your studio and do it in person. At least they're in the privacy of their own home, with each other, which I think is a really, really great gift in order to afford people to feel close and have that experience. It's pretty
Yeah, you
cool.
also don't need to be naked. Like, I mean, you can wear tube top. Like when I did the offline classes, of course it wasn't everybody completely naked. So you can wear boy shorts and like a tube top, or it's up to you. You can only paint a back if you just freshly met and you don't want to be like too personal. But you can use this class even to paint on yourself and use it step by step instruction. I think it could be very soothing and fun too.
Pretty cool. I know when I got done having my experience with you, I came home and I said to Mike, I have 3 kids, and I said, "Oh my God, this was so cool. I want to do it with all of you." And they're like, "Mom, that's so weird." And I'm like, "Okay, again, I didn't mean like get naked with my kids, but I thought it would be kind of cool. Like, you know how you see the family picture of everybody standing on the beach? I thought it would be cool to have everybody's backs painted, right, with a different message or something really cool that would connect the family together. But they still thought I was weird for suggesting that.
I
So
did before few times when it was a family portraits. One of my favorites I did in San Diego, and four family members, 2 kids and 2 parents. And I painted the journey they moving from New York to San Diego. So I painted sunset New York, transforming into sunset San Diego, and it goes like on the 4 backs. So
okay.
like there is nothing showing, but it was displayed in their living room on a big, large metal print.
So I'm not as crazy as I sound, right? There are people out there with similar ideas.
I think it depends if you're not focusing on the nudity
Right,
and doing more like about art. Yeah.
right. Okay, so here's the burning question. If you're going to do a family, has anybody ever asked you to include the dog or the cat?
No,
No.
but I painted newborn.
Did you?
I know it's not a dog or cat, but newborn, I think it's very hard because
Really?
you like so like tiny brushes don't want to tickle.
Oh my goodness. How do you get a newborn to even sit still for that?
No, you just catch a moment. You need to
Yeah,
do it like super quickly.
pretty interesting. What's the oldest human you've ever painted?
Oh, I painted, probably like 80 or 90 years old woman. She's very famous at Fantasy Fest because she's always getting, I told you about Fantasy Fest, people getting painted like costumes. So she was like a signature of the event. She was coming every year and painting different dogs on her chest. So
Okay.
one year, it's like one year I painted the pugs and ice cream on her. So she probably was my oldest, but it was like she's like famous for that. She does it like many, many years. So her picture appears on Reddit. It's like, yeah,
Okay.
all the charts.
Oh my God, that's so great. Well, I fully intend to do this again at some point, but I will make myself a promise that when I hit 100, we're going to do something for my 100th birthday. All right. That's a
Deal.
for sure. I think that would be so cool. What a great way to celebrate. All right, Lana, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I want to give a little bit of time to my sponsors who are really important to me. And then I want to come back and ask you some rapid fire questions just for fun to see
Okay.
how you answer them. You up for that?
Okay. Yes,
All
sure.
right, Lana, we'll be right back. Everybody sit tight. Quick listen from our sponsors. This is your weekly dose of Dr. Cindy, the Positively Altered podcast. Stop. Hit that follow button now and spread the love with Positively Altered. And we're back with Lana Chromium, body painter extraordinaire, and really just an amazing human being and a fabulous artist. Lana, we're going to do some rapid fire questions. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. If you were going to be the ruler of the universe, who would you trust to drive your chariot?
My husband.
Would you say the same thing back?
Maybe.
Good. So we got two good drivers in the family. Excellent. What food should be considered breakfast food that is not?
My favorite Russian food, borscht.
Borscht.
It's a soup.
That's the purple soup, right? Isn't it purple?
Red soup. Yeah,
Kind
it's
of
a
red.
beet soup.
It's beets,
Hmm.
right? It's beets.
Yeah.
So super healthy. Okay, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A little bit of borscht for everybody. All right. If you could change the color of snow to anything but white, what would you pull out of your palette, and what color would snow be?
Pink, definitely.
Pink.
Like a
What,
baby pink.
baby pink, like a light pink? Is
Hmm.
that your favorite color?
Yes, one of them.
Are there any colors that people ask you to paint that you don't enjoy?
I like all. I think sometimes I don't even think about some color combinations, but people like, oh, I like this one. I'm like, I'm trying it. I'm like, wow, it's amazing.
Okay. Okay. And if you weren't an artist, what profession would you pick?
I don't know. Artist. Some different variation. I don't know. No, maybe musician then. I don't
Okay.
know. I think something artistic.
Well, I think the artist, then you're doing exactly what you should be doing and exactly what you love, correct?
I always wanted so.
So it's perfect. All right. Second to last question, which is a little ironic. What is your favorite body part and why?
Oh wow. Hmm. Probably face.
Face.
Yeah.
And why?
Because I think face, you can paint the full body, but you can paint on the face like their own design. Like not own, but like more detailed. I don't know. I like it. I like back too. I think it's very easy to paint on the back because it's closer to the canvas probably.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I would probably, if I was going to start body painting, I'd probably pick back first because I don't have the artistic ability that you have. Yeah, absolutely. And last question, Lana, what was your favorite thing about doing the podcast today?
Oh, I enjoyed to reconnect and hang out with you. Um, Nice to reminisce and very nice to hear from you, your experience about our session. I think
Oh,
it's like a very fresh and inspiring again. So I hope you will inspire many people to do it. I think it's very important thing to appreciate your body and celebrate your big and little achievements.
I agree. And for those of you out there thinking you could never do this because you're so uncomfortable, get comfortable being uncomfortable, because even if you start that way, it really is just such a beautiful, um, life-changing experience. And Lana makes it absolutely easy to do. So Lana, I know to get everybody excited about having their body painted, there was a gift you wanted to give all of our listeners today. What is that?
Yes, I wanna you to enjoy 10% off for any body art session or anything from my online shop, even classes included. But do it from my website, lanachromium.com, and this code is Love Body Art. One word, Love Body Art. So
I love it.
enjoy.
So everybody is going to love body art when they put in the code. Get 10% off from my friend Lana and get that body painted. Make sure you don't miss that opportunity. Wonderful gift. Thank you, Lana. Once again, I know you mentioned it, but
Thank you.
tell everybody your website and how we find you on all the social media so that we can get in touch with you.
Okay, my website is lanachromium.com. My Instagram, Lana_Chromium. My TikTok, the same, Lana_Chromium. You can find me on YouTube by Lana Chromium. And I'm on all social media, probably except Twitter. That's it.
And if we want to do the couples class, can we find you through the social media?
On my website, you can read everything about it on lanachromium.com, and I probably will post on my homepage, so you don't need to search for long.
Excellent. I love it. Well, I will tell you, Lana, my favorite thing about doing the podcast today was not only reconnecting with you, but really being able to share my experience with our listeners to let them know it's a very wonderful, safe, enlightening thing to do. And I would encourage anybody that's either ever thought about it or is now thinking about it to reach out and do it at least once, because I've got this beautiful piece of art that I'm very proud of that hangs in my home. So thank you very much for the gift. If anybody
Thank
wants to
you.
learn more about what we're doing, please feel free to check us out at drscindyspeaks.com or send us an email at hello@drscindyspeaks. And if you love this podcast, please make sure you share it with your friends. Tell them to like and follow. I hope everything that you heard today will leave you positively altered.